Goku nor Vegeta. I will take you down.
Alright everyone, JB here, and just got off of work not too long ago, just reacted to the reveals and stuff live stream, and I'm having pretty mixed feelings so far about what we have seen for part 1 of the festival. Now, I'm gonna try to just pretty much go over a few themes. I figured I don't have enough energy to do. I didn't want to do a whole live stream or another video of me reacting to it. So I'm basically just going to be going over the new characters that's introduced into the game. And this is somewhat of a rant video, but at the same time, I'm going to be explaining a few things that Legends just they're not going in the right direction as far as the part 1 of the festival going in so far. Now, just gonna let you know, if you're one of the people that don't want to see the new units early, you want to wait until they actually drop in the game later on tonight, then I suggest, skip over this video, because this is basically what it is. We're going to go over the new characters, looking at them, and pretty much, like I said, going over a few pointers that Legends really just, they're not getting it right. They keep doing the same thing over and over, and it's getting very tiring, especially for us veteran players in the game. Now, first thing is, I'm not going to have any music or audio playing for the video itself, because it has music that is copyrighted, so I don't want that to happen to me. But if you are new around here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to leave a like on the video. So first character that we do have right here, we have Maj Oob. We have Maj Oob in the game, and then they also introduced a new Omega Shenron, so pretty dope, but our unit for being the 1% Sparking is this guy right here, Android 17. And of course, we also did, if you did watch the reviews, like I said earlier in the video, if you're not looking to look at the new characters, then click off of this. But as we predicted, Tag LF Super Saiyan 4s. Now, while we're looking at these new characters, here's the first thing that we have to mention. Legends messed up at it automatically, right? First things first, everybody's disappointed because we did not get 2 banners. This is only 1 banner. All 4 of these characters, they're not all summonable characters. Only characters that are summonable will be it'll be the 17, the Android 17, and then also the new LF. But the other 2 characters, the Omega and the Maj Oob, they aren't really, they're not summonable. I think one of them is going to be in the stream unit, and then another is going to be also probably a free-to-play. It makes sense because they didn't even showcase these guys in the gameplay on the live stream. But I think the Super Saiyan 4s look very, very good. The artwork, in my opinion, is very good, in my opinion. I feel like, like I said, they didn't give us 2 banners. And then here's another pointer to throw out there. They didn't give us 3 times Z power, because if you guys don't believe me, I'll leave a link for the live stream. They didn't give us 3 times Z power, so we have to expect Z power is going to be 2 times. So that's all automatically the value for this, part 1 festival is already gone down. And usually, if we get something that big, 3 times Z power is very big in this game. They would have mentioned it in the live stream. They didn't even mention it. Some part of me is hoping that maybe they forgot, but they don't forget stuff like that, because 3 times Z power is very big. Only time we had it was last year in last year's festival, and we don't have a dual banner, so they're continuing this anniversary format that you guys don't normally see me rant on about the game that much, because I try not to get too much of a big deal over it. But Legends Festival is pretty much, it's a bigger celebration than in the anniversary. They're going in the same format as the anniversary, where they release 1 banner, 2 new characters, 1 LF, one of them as a 1% Sparking, and then they're releasing an extreme unit alongside that, and then a free-to-play character, which is really dumb that they did this, right? Even if they would have released another banner with 2 new characters, it would have been better, right? I feel like first thing, they obviously messed up by not giving us 2 banners, but what they messed up is they gave us 1 banner, but they're not giving us 3 times Z power. or 3 times the rates, because that's also a thing that happened last year as well. So it's not looking too good for Legends so far. Then another thing we're going to go ahead and mention is we did get the new Zaha and Giblet. There are going to be playable characters in the game, so that leak was true. But as far as the new mechanics, we didn't get anything involving the Arch card, where it had half of it was Ultimate Arch card and then the other half was a Power Awakening, because we were all hoping that the Tag Super Saiyan 4s, if you pop that, you would fuse mid-fight because of that. And then we also had got like a new I guess unique gauge. It was like a time limiter, so obviously I would think that has something to do with fusion, because if you watch the Dragon Ball series, Dragon Ball Z, fusions only last a certain amount of time, about 30 minutes. Yeah, I think that's the average for fusion. It's like 30 minutes to an hour. So there's nothing involved with that. I mean, yes, we have a part 2, then we have an Ultra dropping right after that in December, but the problem is Legends is just you know, this is part 1. You know, part 1 is where you want to bring in, you want to have the main attraction of bringing in a lot of new players as well, because it's good business for their game. And Legends, you know, this is the biggest money making time of the year for them, because we have Christmas, we have Black Friday, all these holidays, and New Year's coming up after Christmas. So Legends is really missing out. They're not, you know, hopefully part 2 is a little bit better. They release even more characters. I would say same thing that they did for Superhero. If they would have at least released 1 LF, then 2 new characters alongside that character, it's hyped. It's way more hype. You know, it's way more value. And hopefully, man, hopefully we get, you know, something for part 2, or the Ultra is at least something way more hype. I'm not saying I'm not hyped for the characters that's been released, because they're pretty much revamping, you know, rearranging the whole team of GT with all these Zenkais we're getting, and then obviously we got the new units. But the problem is, it's less hype for us veteran players, because, well, if you were there for last year's festival, we had the 3 times rates, like the actual summon rates, and then we had 3 times Z power, and then the other banner we had was Trunks. I think we had Trunks, and it was the Goku Black and Zamasu Tad unit. So it was really hype, way more hype last year. Then we also had a lot of stuff in the game. And then one more thing I want to mention, Legends. So usually when we had the anniversary raid, we got 600 Z power from the shop, correct? And we also had an additional 100, so 700 in total. But if you watch the stream, like I said, guys, I just gotta watch the stream. They gave us 100 Z power. We still are getting 1000 CC, but 100 Z power for Legends Limited isn't really nothing. And then it's the same thing for the Hoi Poi. But Hoi Poi, you know, I feel like it is what it is, right? I mean, even 200 would have been a little bit better, but it is what it is. Just really disappointing. You know, I have some really mixed feelings about this one. Pretty much, I am going to be releasing, I do have work later on today, so for my summon video, I don't get off until it actually resets for me, which is at 12 p.m. or technically 12 a.m., however you want to call it. So I won't be releasing my video until, like, I'll probably say a few hours later, because I have to get I'm going to buy a few more CCs so I can have a little bit more for the summon video. And pretty much I am going to release another video, probably going over the kits and everything, hopefully. So I'm going to release a lot of videos, so make sure you have your notifications on. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the content. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to keep y'all up to date on everything for the festival. But right now, you know, very disappointed way to start the day off. But as always, everybody have a blessed day. It's your boy JB. I'm out.